is going on, debate family? Appreciate you guys coming by, checking out the show. Debaters, haters, watchers of all kind. This is a platform for you. This is a platform for you guys to come and us to talk about certain things, belief systems, what we believe in, what we don't believe in, and give each other the opportunity to speak about those things. It's not a situation where I think I'm right about everything, but it is a situation where I feel like these are topics that we should be talking about, especially inside and outside of certain communities. We are live right now on TikTok, Facebook, as well as YouTube. On Facebook right now, we are live under my personal page, so it's going to be Jacoby Williams on Facebook. It's a picture of my family. If you're watching from YouTube, it'll be ADHD Radio, and if you're watching from TikTok, it'll be my personal page as well until we get enough followers on that ADHD Radio page to make a big enough difference. To where I can go live on that page. I'm not sure if it's still 1,000 followers or what exactly you need on that page in order to be able to go live. But as soon as I figure that out, as soon as I get enough followers over there on that page, that'll be the page that we go live on. But definitely check that page out for clips, new things that are going to be coming up from time to time. I have an ADHD Radio Facebook page as well. That one's going to have clips and things that come up from time to time. You guys are welcome to follow those pages and chime in when I say something that you think is wrong. If you disagree with something that I'm saying, there's your time to shine. That's your time to shine. I was gonna go live last night, but I fell asleep on Valentine's Day, and so me and my wife ended up celebrating Valentine's Day yesterday. Ended up being a later date than I expected, but wasn't part of my regular scheduled programming anyway, so I wasn't too upset. But with that being said, let's move into some of the things that I want to talk to you guys about. Going to be coming soon. This is going to be public debates that I'm going to be doing, street chats, open discussions, engaging in debating with people publicly. I'm a little nervous about this just because I feel like sometimes when you start to dive into different perspectives, especially when it comes down to things like politics and societal norms, it turns into an argument, debates, sometimes turn violent, and that's not my goal. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is honest conversation, honest feedback, and some of the things that we talk about. So that's going to be one of the things that's going to be coming to us soon. I appreciate you guys that have been a part of what I have going on right now. The second thing is going to be this is going to be a part of a political campaign that I'm going to start running soon. Again, if you watch my promo video that's pinned to my YouTube page, I don't know how to specifically get into politics, but it's something that I'm extremely interested in, and so I'm going to continue to do that. But when I do it, I don't want it to be party based. I want it to be common sense based. So the reason why I named it One is because it's country over parties and solutions over sides. I mean, I know a lot of people that'll vote for a party that they believe in or that they think that they believe in simply because they always have, or their parents always have, or their grandparents always have. Shout out to everybody that's on TikTok right now coming in. If you guys are coming in, double tap that screen for me. Share the live. Let's try to get some people up in here, have an honest and quaint debate about the topic at hand, which is. Yeah. Oh, also, let's do this real quick. My weekly schedule, just in case anybody is new to the channel, hasn't really been a part of anything that I have going on right now. Monday mornings, which is right now from 9 to 11, we'll do Reflections at Dawn. It's going to be from 9 to 11 Mountain Standard Time. So wherever you live in the United States, whatever part of the United States you live in, keep that in mind because I have a lot of family and friends that live in Texas. Mountain Standard Time is 10 p.m. for them. So be mindful of the location and the time frame, the time zone that you live in case you want to be in a part of the show. Guys, Monday night, which is going to be tonight, we're going from 6 to 8. We're going to have excuse me. We're going to be having an open debate night. That's going to be a little bit touching on the topic that we're talking about today, as well as anything else that you guys want to bring up or talk about, societal things that people feel, and we'll talk about it from certain perspectives and how we feel about it. Wednesday night is also going to be a debate night. So Monday night and Wednesday night, we'll have nothing on Tuesday. Thursday will be Black Culture Debate Night. That'll be for African-American panelists only. And then Saturday is going to be a longer form live show that's going to be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And that's going to be dating, marriage, and gender roles, relationship, and life panel. So for the Black culture debates, the relationship panel debates, if you guys want to be on those, like as in have a permanent seat throughout the whole time that we're doing that show, you will have to request. I'll have some more information out for that. That doesn't mean that you can't request while the show is going on. That just means that if you want a permanent spot on the panel, and I'm only going to do a few that agree with me, a few that disagree. That way I can allow some random thoughts to come in and out of the podcast as well. You will have to request, and I'll have some more information about that soon. So without further ado, let's move into today's topic. Today's topic is who tears down Black communities more, Black Americans or the system? And so when we talk about these situations inside of at least my culture, I think a lot of times we like to blame the system for situations and certain problems that I would believe is a product of our lifestyles and some of the things that we do. If you disagree with what I agree with, you're welcome to request up on TikTok. We are live again on YouTube as well as Facebook as well. I'm going to hit some talking points while I wait for some people to come up in here. We are going to run the show until 11 a.m. I'm going to run it for 2 hours. So if you have to pop in and out, that's totally fine. But that this is going to be the prompt for today. This is what we're going to be talking about. So again, I appreciate you guys. That call-in number, actually, let's get this up off the screen, is not available anymore. So that is going to be something that I look back into later on. But as of right now, that's just not going to be usable because I'm using my VB audio cable for TikTok. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna fix that because I don't want people dialing that number or saying that they tried to call in because it's not available. So, okay. So again, this is Reflections at Dawn, a product of ADHD Radio. I appreciate you guys that have came. Double tap that screen when you come into TikTok. If you're on Facebook, drop a comment. Let me know that you guys are kicking it here. If you're on YouTube as well. So again, the topic of discussion is in the left-hand corner. Who tears down black communities more, black Americans or the system? For the last month, I feel like I've been on politics and immigrants, and there's a whole lot more to the channel that I have that I haven't been able to talk about just because I've been so wrapped up in this. I do a lot of black culture conversation. I do a lot of just inside and outside of our communities and what I think from some of the things that I've experienced, as well as just what I see on the surface level. Obviously, I don't know everybody's life. I don't know what everybody's been through in life. And so I don't try to make assumptions based on that. But what I do see sometimes is people that complain about certain things that are going on in their lives. When you look at the background of their lives and the things that they've done to try to make those things better, usually doesn't correlate too well. Usually doesn't, give me a second. Let me close this bathroom door. Sorry about that. But yeah, they're usually not applying themselves too well in life. They usually aren't doing things that actually correlate with the goals and the achievements that they want in life. And so when I talk about some of these things, I don't want it to seem like I'm anti-black, because I am black, number one. And number two, I just feel like a lot of things that we talk about inside of society gives our kids the same victim mentality that I would like for us to move away from. And number one, thinking that somebody owes them something, or number two, thinking that they have a leg down in life from birth. I have never been told more in my life by people that look like me that I wasn't going to be shit, that I wasn't going to amount to shit. Not necessarily verbatim in those words, but those didn't come from the outside. I was never told as a black young man that I didn't have the capabilities of doing the things that I wanted to achieve outside of hearing that from people that look exactly like me. So when I say that to say sometimes what we influence our kids by and what we say to our kids, I think travels with them through life. And I think that we should start telling our kids from Jump Street that they do have a leg up in life, that they can achieve anything that they want to achieve, because I don't feel like that we live in the same society that, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, that black America comes from. I think that we all live in a society now where we have the ability to achieve a lot of things that we say that we can't achieve. And I challenge most people that say that they can't to tell me how. Everything that I've tried to achieve as a black man, I have achieved as a black man. And if it's because of a city that you live in, or if it's because of the people that you live around, my only advice would be to leave. I don't think that there's too many places in America that you can't find a cheaper cost of living somewhere. And does that mean that you should have to leave? No. But I also don't think that soaking and sitting inside of a society that doesn't accept you is reasonable or okay at all. Not sure why I'm not getting any traffic in this TikTok live, so I'm gonna that real quick and pop it back up. Is that's not making? Give me 1 second. Again, the panel is always open. You guys are always welcome to come and join the show. Come and speak on anything that you want to speak on, however you feel about anything that I'm saying. You guys are welcome to be a part of that. Get on here real quick. What's going on, Robbie? I see you in the chat, man. Sorry I didn't get an opportunity to say what's up to you as soon as we came in, but I appreciate you joining the show, guys. Shout out to Robbie. Robbie's been a part of what I've been trying to build since I've been trying to build it. So I really appreciate that. It really means a lot to me. What's going on, Antoine? I definitely have to reset that stream. I think that my intro was a little bit too long. I think 15 minutes sitting up there with no action kind of dove it down. But obviously, you guys can see the prompt in the corner of the screen. This is what we're going to be talking about today. You guys missed a little bit of what I said initially. So those on Facebook or YouTube, I apologize. I'm going to kind of recap that a little bit. But especially for the people that are just now joining on TikTok. But the topic of the day is who tears down the black community more, black Americans or the system. And it's right now I don't necessarily have a specific platform that I think would necessarily be better for you to watch on, but I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm figuring it out as I go. But I mean, you're welcome to stay there on Facebook. I have my comments pulled up on Facebook too, so I can see you. I can respond to you. But TikTok as well. So eventually, I'm gonna have a main platform that I try to drive everybody to. But for some reason, right now, it's difficult for me to get everything linked up the way that I want it to link up. I would like to be going live from my ADHD radio page on Facebook and TikTok, but I need more followers on TikTok, number one, and I also need to purchase a pro plan through Restream if I want to stream to pages on Facebook, which is fine. I'm gonna end up eventually getting that, but for right now, I'm just trying to make do where it is or whatever. But I hope you guys were able to see the show flow. We are going to be back again tonight from 6 to 8. I want to be able to find what times that I get people on the show the most traction, the most engagement, and what time that is, because sometimes I think like Monday mornings are difficult simply because a lot of people are at work right now, and I don't want to be having these conversations into the void. I want to be talking to people about them regularly and often. So you're welcome to watch on whatever platform is available. But what I talked about a little bit was just simply that a lot of times inside of our communities, especially black communities, we don't hear too many positive things before we go out into the real world, and that doesn't usually come from people that don't look like us. In my personal opinion, a lot of times it's come from people that look exactly like I do. When we talk about accountability, sometimes inside of our communities, it's looked down upon. It's looked down as, I'm not muted anywhere. It's looked down as like you're talking down on your people, like you tell like you want to, like you a white boy or whatever the case may be, or you acting white simply because you don't agree with certain stances that the black community takes. That doesn't mean that I'm downgrading them. The only thing that I'm trying to say is that mostly is that we all have an option and an obligation to the younger youth to be bringing them up and to be teaching them things that that'll benefit them. A lot of people ask me, what am I doing for the black community since I'm so adamant about it? One of the things is my podcast. The second thing that I'm trying to do is start a basketball team, a youth basketball team, but I don't see color the same way that everybody else sees color. I see people. I think that a lot of racism comes usually from your character and what you were taught as a kid, but I also think that you have the ability to break through and break from that. You, at a certain point in time, don't get to use the excuse that you were raised a certain way or this is how you were taught. You know what I'm saying? And how you treat people. All of us know how to treat people. Every last one of us have been taught how to treat people, has grown up, you know what I'm saying, being raised what's right from wrong and being told how to treat other people the way that you want to be treated. So I'm just confused as to how that doesn't matter, again, towards race. But again, the question on the screen is what's going on, everybody that's joining on TikTok, man. Y'all double tap that screen. Appreciate y'all coming kick it with me. We are going to be back again tonight from 6 to 8 to do a open debate. So if you guys want to talk about this subject in particular, or if you want to talk about something else, you guys are welcome to join that panel as well. So also too, a lot of my personal lived experiences, a lot of things that I've achieved and I've gotten in my life have come from people that don't necessarily look like me. My first apartment came from somebody that didn't look like me. My first car came from somebody that didn't look like me. My first cell phone came from somebody that didn't look like me. And I don't think that it matters so much of what you can benefit from the person as far as saying that it's not, number one, it's not color bias. Everybody that is white is not racist. Everybody that is black is not a victim. And I'm sorry that might sound a little inconsiderate or non-empathetic, but at the same time too, I think that for too long we've worried more about our feelings and put our feelings at the front line of logic instead of putting logic first and still having the ability to have empathy for people and situations that they have going on. I also think that discomfort is required for growth. A lot of things that we talk about. What's going on, Dirtbird Jones? I appreciate y'all joining the panel, man. If you're an African American panelist and you see the prompt that I have up and you guys want to join the conversation, you're welcome to hit that request button. I'll bring you guys up. We'll talk about it in depth a little bit, and we'll go from there. Educate me if I'm a little lost on what something that I'm saying. I'm totally fine with hearing your point of view, but I don't think so. You guys are also welcome to comment in the comment section below. What's going on, everybody that's coming in right now? Y'all double tap that screen, man. We'll try to get a couple of people up in here. If you disagree with this prompt, or if you have an opinion on this prompt, I believe that Black Americans sometimes, well, majority of the time, are tearing down the systems that we live in more than the system is. I think that we live in a system right now where it's easier to blame somebody else than look at our background and say, this is what we should be doing better. This is how we should be handling this. And we make a lot of excuses for people that look like us instead of holding them accountable, which then trickles down to everybody else that looks like us, that constantly makes the same mistake. And then we can't hold them accountable. You can't. I also think that inside the Black community, sometimes that we blame a lot of our faults and our problems on people on outside of our community without looking at ourselves at all. What's going on, HM, JJ? Double tap that screen, y'all, if y'all coming to kick it. What's going on, George? Appreciate y'all coming to kick it. If you got something to say about this prompt or how you feel about this prompt, you're welcome to hit the request button. I'm really looking for African American panelists, if possible. So go ahead and hit that request button. I appreciate you guys coming join the stream. We're just kicking it right now. What's going on, Robbie? What's going on, Kevin, man? You guys double tap that screen when y'all come into the live. I'm going to continue just hitting off some notes until I trigger either somebody enough to want to come in and yell or trigger or get somebody that comes in and wants to have an actual conversation. What's going on, Emmanuel? Y'all double tap that screen, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. The prompt is, who tears down the Black community more, Black Americans or the system? In my personal opinion, I feel like Black Americans tear down this system a whole lot more. Not only that, we don't hold people that look like us accountable for the same things we want to hold people that are outside of our community accountable, especially when things that come up like where like a white person will murder a Black person. Usually we'll march, we'll have people that are going street to street, you know what I'm saying, protesting, but in that same community we'll have no problem with King Von dying all over a rap beef. You know, and so we make a lot of excuses for the people that look like us while all at the same time protesting and being angry for some of the things that the same people will do that don't look like us. And it just doesn't really make a whole bunch of sense to me. So again, I think that there's a lot of things that we lack because we don't hold each other accountable for certain things. We don't make people that do things that make us as a whole look bad outsiders. We don't kick them outside of our communities and our cultures and tell them that that's not wanted here. We teach our kids from a very young age that somebody owes them something instead of that they should get up and go and work for those things. And so again, I'm not coming from a hateful place when I talk about some of these things. I'm coming from a place where I feel like we should be talking about and discussing some of these things on an open scale, you know. And if I'm wrong, we're live right now. Prove it to me. And another thing that when I talk about, I think is detrimental to the Black community is just our language in general. Some of the things that we say to each other that we also get mad that other people say inside of society, or a younger Black male that has a proper English and what's going on? Yeah, you're getting up out of here, my boy. Logging up the system. Appreciate you though, but somebody that has a proper vocabulary or somebody that dives deeper into trying to better themselves, they carry themselves a little bit different than the stereotypical Black person would look. A lot of times we'll say that that person is acting white. A lot of times we'll say that that person doesn't belong, or you guys want to push them out of the community. And I don't understand how you guys are more accepting towards somebody that'll kill someone that looks exactly like you than somebody that'll tell you that, hey, we should be doing better as a community. I appreciate you guys that are coming into the TikTok stream, man. We also live on YouTube as well as Facebook. You guys double tap that screen, man. If you guys want to come in and talk about the prompt, go ahead and hit that request button. I appreciate every last one of you guys that come and kick it with me while I'm on stream. We're just going to keep hitting some talking points until we get somebody up in here. This is Reflections at Dawn. This is something that we do, or that we're gonna do every single not every single morning, Monday mornings, and then Monday nights we're gonna have open debate night. So you guys are welcome to come back later on from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and join the debate. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things in depth. We're gonna be talking about different subjects. I'm gonna just bringing up random things, and you guys are welcome to join in on that. 1 second. Another thing that a lot of people normally talk about, I appreciate you guys that are joining on Facebook as well. If you guys are joining on Facebook, go ahead and share the stream, man. If you're on here on TikTok, go ahead and share the stream. If you're joining via YouTube, also go ahead and share the stream. You guys drop a heart or a comment, man. Let me know what you think about the prompt. I'll make it a little bit bigger so we can see it a little bit better, depending on what type of screen you on. If you got that iPhone 10, you might not be able to see it too well. So make it a little bigger for y'all. But who's in here? Then hold on actually. So everybody right now that's if you guys are joining on Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, go ahead and drop in the comments which one do you believe, who tears down the black community more, black Americans or the system. You guys could drop that in the comment section, preferably if you're African American. I mean, partially because I feel like but I don't care who drops a comment, anybody can drop a comment. So drop a comment in the comment section based on what you think, and we'll keep going there. What's going on, Gabe? What's going on, Sean? You guys can see the prompt in the screen. If you guys want to answer that question or come up on the prompt on the panel, you guys are more than welcome to hit that request button. Let's have a conversation. If not, I'm gonna bring up some clips here in a minute, and we're gonna talk about those. In a second, I'm just bringing the video up real quick. And you guys can let me know what you think about this video. Just give me 1 second. What's going on, Monique? I see you in the chat down there. Appreciate you coming and kick it with me. You can answer that question, the prompt, if you want to. Okay. Monique said, this mindset is exactly the problem. Give me a second. Let me read this out loud. She said, this mindset is exactly the problem. I'm not sure what mindset that is. I'm just having a conversation. She said, you can't blame a community without acknowledging the system it's operating in. It's people who think like this that keep the conversation stuck. Oversimplifying it like this just shows you don't really get it. Damn. Why don't you request to come up? Why don't you go? I'll send you a link to my TikTok real quick. Give me a second. Let me send you a link to my TikTok real quick. And we can have a conversation, no problem. Give me 1 second. Because also, too, I don't understand why people come on or drop a comment. And number one, I didn't say anything that I think is detrimental to the black community at all. What I talk about in general, especially when I do my Black Mirror segments, is how the black community could do better. Listening to that for some black people or for some people turns into a problem for some reason. When tell me exactly what I said that was wrong. The system or black people. We talk about how the system keeps us down. We talk about reparations from time to time. We talk about all these different things that keep us down as black people. But for some odd reason, when we talk about some of the things that we can also do better as black Americans, the only thing we want to do is blame it on the system. Give me a second. Get up in there. Let me see. And then Robbie said it's difficult for white people to answer that question without being called a racist. So I think this question is better left for black American. I appreciate you saying that, Robbie, and I think that that's fine. I'm not trying to make you answer anything, especially or put you like in a position where you know, saying a place that you live in, people might look at you differently. I don't think that that's the case. I think that this is open conversation. Like we're having open conversation. I think that that's fine and fair. I don't think that anybody is saying anything that's disrespectful or racist, but I do think that it's fair to have the conversation. You live in the same areas or the same places that Black Americans live in too. Like I mean, it's not like we live in segregated communities. I walk out of my door right now and see a Mexican, Hispanic, a Black person, a white person. We all live in these communities, so we're all subjective, or we all are subjected to seeing things that we see every single day inside of different cultures. I don't know why that's such a hard thing for people to understand. I don't think it makes you racist for having an opinion on a topic. But Monique, bring that ass here. I know you got the link. Come on. Well, yeah, I gotta be politically correct. Number one on here because of terms of service and yeah, and so I can't say certain things. But I also Monique, where you at? I wanna talk to you. Or they come and drop a comment and don't give me the chance to respond to it. But I don't know what's wrong with this mindset. I think that I want to know, like, if Black people think that the system is tearing us down more than Black Americans are, I want to know how. Like, I just want to know how. Just educate me. Like, let me know. I don't understand what the problem with that is. If what I'm saying is a lie, tell me it's a lie. If what I'm saying is wrong, tell me it's wrong. Although I haven't even said anything yet. Oh, hey, she gonna get on this. She gonna get on this podcast. Ain't nobody care about you being mad. Come get on the podcast. You said what you said in the comment section and then got off. That don't even make no sense. Come explain yourself. All right, well, then don't comment then. Yeah, that's scary. Don't bring your ass up here commenting in if you don't like your voice. Your voice don't mean nothing then. That don't make no sense. Talk about I pissed you off once already today. Well, then be pissed off, pissed on. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a goddamn. That's the problem right there. That's part of the problem right there. You can't say nothing to anybody. I'm a Black man. So I know I'm not lying about the shit. You can't say nothing to anybody without their fucking feelings getting hurt. I can give a fuck about your feelings. Request up. You don't like it, request up. Let's talk about it. Come bring your ass up in here commenting about shit you don't want to talk about. That's a waste of my time. We talk about redlining still in 2024, 2026. Like, you can't pick up and move literally anywhere that you want to live in. You can't pick up and go wherever you want to go. I done lived in 4 states and haven't ran into a red line yet. But okay. The question is, who tears down the Black community more, Black Americans or the system? You can request up if you want to talk about it. That's totally fine. I don't got an issue with that. I'm trying to talk about it from a educational standpoint, not necessarily an attacking standpoint. We got about 35 minutes left on the podcast, guys. I appreciate you guys that have commented, guys that have double tapped that screen. I appreciate y'all coming kick it with me. But I need some requesters. I want to talk about this. I really wish she would have came up. No takers. But in your defense, Robbie, I think that by you making that comment in general means that you have something to say, but don't feel comfortable enough to say it anyway. And I think that that is unfortunate. I think that is the definition of being oppressed, or one of them. Something it could be looked at the same way. What's going on, Kev? I think you actually might not mind having this conversation with me. What's going on, bro? Again, this is ADHD Radio, man. If y'all guys haven't already, go follow ADHD Radio. I'm about to drop a comment in the TikTok right now. I'm gonna pin it to the top. You guys go follow that. That's my official. Appreciate you, Kev. What you think about the prompt, man? The prompt. The question is, who tears down the Black community more? Do you think it's the system, or do you feel as if it's Black Americans? I'm just curious. I'm curious as to what you think. You don't got to come up. You can answer in the comment section too. But if you want to request up, go on and request up, man. And also, too, nobody knows what your race is. Just, I mean, I'm sure we can figure it out through context clues and stuff like that. If you guys want to request stuff, don't be scared. We're talking on TikTok. I hate to say it, but both. Okay, great. I think that that's fine too. That's kind of where I lean a little bit, but I think that there's more of the other. If you don't mind me asking you, just like, and you can answer or don't answer. If you had to lean more of which way would you say that it leans more towards? When you look at our culture from a surface level, especially a lot of times, most people want to get mad that most people don't know much about our culture, but won't tell them anything about our culture. And then also, not only will they not tell them anything about our culture, they only have an understanding of it from a surface level. They don't understand it very deep because they're not allowed in. And then not only are they not allowed in, they can't make judgment based off what they see on the surface level. But which one do you think? Do you think it leans more to Black Americans? Do you think it leans more towards the system? System with this president in office. What do you think the president has done to Black Americans? Like specifically, what do you think that I mean, and you might not. This is all opinion based. All y'all guys double tap that screen. We got a couple of people up in here right now. I appreciate you guys coming and kick it. This is an informative, educational conversation. This is not for a platform for racist people to be able to come up and say anything that they feel. This is for us to be able to have open dialogue and conversation about stuff. But what do you think that the president has to do with the prompt, though, just out of curiosity? I'm just talking about it as a whole, not necessarily an individual or a specific person. Do you feel like it's hard for you as a Black person in America to get ahead? Like, do you think that if you applied yourself, that it's hard for you as a Black person just on the basis of being Black to get ahead? Not even hiding. I might as well just hit it. But I appreciate y'all coming in, man, coming in, joining the stream. Double tap that screen. I appreciate y'all coming, kick it with me. Go follow that ADHD radio page. That's going to be my normal, reoccurring, regular podcast page. Appreciate you, Night, liking that live. And then tonight, too, we're going to be back live tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to do an open debate. We can talk about this topic. We can talk about many topics. I'm going to have a couple of prompts for us to pick from. So it'll be 4 topics on the screen. You guys are pick from any. It'll be 4 prompts that I agree with, and you guys can. I'm going to be looking for people that disagree to comment in the comment section, request up, and join, and talk about this. Talk about situations in general. Open debate shouldn't be open arguments. You know, I'm not going to tolerate being disrespected on my own platform. I think that that's ridiculous. I'm also not going to disrespect you. You know, that doesn't mean things can't get heated. That doesn't mean we can't talk about it within reason. But at the same time, too, we got to be reasonable and respectful to each other. So I appreciate you guys coming in, joining in. I appreciate you guys coming in, double tapping that screen. But Kev, I need you to answer that question for me, my boy, if you don't mind. It's up to you. And I also think it's my timing. I think that right now just is too early in the morning to do a podcast. I'm gonna try to do another evening stream. I might stream all day, but I need to find a good time slot or what time slot really, really, really works for getting more traction, gaining more people, bringing people in. We should be talking about stuff like this. We should be talking about stuff like this out loud. I've been on the immigrants' ass for a month. Now it's time to get on my community. Then after that, I might get on the white people. After that, I might get on somebody else. I don't know. But this is a part of what I do, man. This is a part of what I do. Robbie said, I don't think it's just America. It's just America. Look. So Robbie pretty much said that that there's nothing in America that a white person can do that a Black person can't do. But does anybody have anything that they disagree like when he says that? I don't disagree necessarily, and I only say that from as long as you don't fly. I got you. I appreciate you, Kev. But I don't think so either. I don't think that we should limit ourselves by our mindset and telling ourselves that we can't do anything. There's a lot of things that I've been able to achieve just simply as a Black man myself, and I think again that's a personal that's personal experience, of course, you know, but there's not, I mean, sometimes I feel like when we talk about certain things that we can't achieve as Black people, we talk about things that we weren't trying to achieve in the first place. And so, I mean, when we talk about things like me opening a business, when we talk about things like me being a building engineer, I worked my way up from being a maintenance technician in a year. I went and got my building engineer license. I've been a building engineer for going on 2 years now. Prior to that, I went and got my CDL license. I didn't go to school for it. I got a book. I read the book. After I read the book, I went and took a test. I drove for about 5 years with my CDL. Now, granted, on a certain scale, some people might look at that like that's not shit, but I don't think that most people realize how hard it is to go and get a CDL. My sister in the chat right now, she'll vouch for it. My wife in the living room right now. Everything that I've done on my own, and I don't like limiting myself to the color of my skin or by saying I can't do something just because somebody said I can't. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, and I think that anything that we put our minds to and actually go out and try to achieve, you're capable of doing. I don't understand why, as a black man, me saying that to other black people is degrading to them or makes them feel like I'm attacking them in some way, fashion, shape, or form. That's not the case. I want to be able to tell my kids, although they're all mixed, from the get-go, they can do anything that they want to be. They could be anything that they want to be: a doctor, a lawyer, athletic if they want to be athletic, literally anything that they want to do. And I think that sometimes inside of our own communities, before we even step out of that, we're told that we aren't going to be shit or that you're not capable of XYZ. Again, I don't want to use this as a stomping ground to say that black Americans ain't shit, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of times we need to look at our inner circle, and sometimes we need to take accountability for the things that we do inside of our own community instead of looking at other people. It's even, for instance, like I say sometimes about white on black crime and then versus black on black crime. I know a lot of people say black on black crime don't exist, but I'm just using it for an example basis. When a white person comes through and they'll kill a black person, we'll march, we'll scream, we'll talk about how wrong it is. When King Von and Dirk, I agree. I'm gonna get to your comment in just a second. When King Von and Dirk get into a disagreement and they go kill, you got a whole community of black people that are on either side of this discussion talking about whether it was right or where it was wrong. But it's not necessarily because two black young men killed each other. It's because of O Block and this other block and two blocks that we don't even own. I do think that it's a little bit of both, but I think that sometimes we use the system and say that they do things to us in order to make us do that. So A makes us do B, which equals C. Like a lot of people's argument is sometimes they'll talk about the liquor stores that they put inside of black communities, or like how they exile the dads from the families and stuff like that. But I also feel like as a community of black people, why can't we look at those systems and those situations and say, I'm not going to treat my black man like that, or I'm not going to treat this black woman like that, or this black man looks just like me, I'm not going to kill him. I think it's more detrimental or worse to the black community when two black people kill each other than when a white person comes and kills a black person, because how can I expect them to value our culture more than we value our culture, if that makes sense? I don't think it's not true. I think that there's I don't, but I also don't think it's 50-50. I think that sometimes, or when I talk to them, especially about like black culture and stuff like that, when I talk to people that look just like me, I don't always agree with them on some of the things that they say. But then when I look at the background of their life, when we talk about the system and how the system puts them down, or I ask them specifically to them, and we can talk about it on a broader scale. I'm not saying that we don't have evil that lives in this world, because we might live next door to it. But when I talk to those people, when I ask them certain questions about their lifestyles and what are they trying to achieve or what they're trying to do, or when we're just talking about the systems in black Americas in general, a lot of times it doesn't even pertain to some of the things that they're trying to do or some of the things that they're trying to do in their life. I want to know how, me as a black person, what do I need to do to achieve what I'm trying to achieve? And as a system as a whole, I think that if all of us start to do that, then we can start to place the blame on the roadblocks that are in front of us. I can't complain on the roadblocks that are in front of me until I never get in the car. Naya said, but you also have to look at your upbringing too. We didn't grow up in the black community. I grew up in Louisiana for 11 years. Granted, I don't really remember a whole bunch of 11 years or whatever the case would be. Other than that, we moved to Southern Texas. I don't feel like necessarily everybody that we lived in, and that's also a really good point. Because I didn't grow up in a black community or whatever the case would be, I don't think that, wouldn't that mean that necessarily if the system was against me, that where I grew up at and where I lived at, I wouldn't have been able to achieve very many opportunities at all, because they wouldn't have looked at me as equal. I'm not, granted, did we run into racist people in Southern Texas? Absolutely. I'm sure that if we would have grew up long enough, we would have run into racist people in Louisiana as well. But I'm not saying that to negate the fact that if I was growing up in Southern Texas, and because I didn't grow up in a black community and they didn't look at me, or the system was the reason that I wasn't able to achieve certain things, I feel like living in Southern Texas would have actually been a huge disadvantage to us. And then I'm just curious as to, like, what is your definition of like a black community? So like when you say we didn't grow up in a black community, what would your definition of a black community be? like just a community of black people, or do you think that we didn't have any black culture whatsoever because we didn't grow up in a black community? By the way, guys, this is my sister. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing crazy to her because your ass will be up out of here. But I think it's fair, you know what I'm saying, the comments that she's making, I think it's fair things for her to say. So, you know what I'm saying, if anybody else does comment, please realize now the content creator, that's mine. So watch your mouth. And then also too, I'm just curious. So like if we use the claim that we didn't grow up in a black community, I think that Mama would say that maybe she grew up in a black community because I know that she didn't grow up in Texas. You know, so our upbringing also would have come from some of the things that she learned and some of the things that she would have taught us. You know, so I don't understand when we talk about a black community how that would have made like because we didn't grow up in a black community. I feel like that would have been worse for us. I feel like that wouldn't have been. And Naya, you can also request up too. That way you don't have to type a bunch. If you want to just bring it, if you want to come up, you're welcome to hit the request button and we can talk about it out loud. And then I'm sure other people will come up as well. So you're welcome to do that if you want to. Appreciate y'all again, man. If y'all up in here, double tap that screen, man. Let's try to get some other people up in here as well, some requesters to come up. We can talk about this in depth. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Am I on here? Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello? Can he hear me? I know my mic off. Hello?
Say something.
Something? Yeah. Hello?
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Say something.
Something. Can
I
you
can
see
hear you.
me?
Yep. No, I can't see you, but you want your camera on?
No, I do not want my camera.
Okay, no, we can't see you. But go ahead, Nye. Go ahead.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, welcome to the show. I appreciate you coming kick it with me. I might actually use you more than Kayla. But
No, what I was saying was we had mostly like white people influence, like or like people that was mimicking the black culture. We wouldn't have a lot of black people around us. It was like 5 other black people that went to school with us that we wasn't related to.
right. So do you remember? I don't know if you remember because I can't remember how old you was when you ended up moving and going to like Cohen College Prep.
It is echoing. I think it's because I'm watching him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Probably not you. It's probably me.
Somebody got a question.
What's going on, YMB? Ask you a question real quick. But why are they typing that question? I'm gonna respond to you. But so my deal, like, so my question necessarily isn't so much about our upbringing. I'm more or less curious as to just the system as a whole. Black Americans, I think a lot of
No,
times,
I was
right?
saying that's why you probably have the view of it that you have of it.
He said, "Do I believe that?" But, okay, well, I also live in the real world though. Like, I mean, now I don't. Now I'm 31 years old, so I feel like I'm 11. I mean, I've been living outside of Texas. I moved to Washington, and now actually I live in New Mexico. But I don't think that there's a predominant place that I could go and even live now as an adult where. Or like how could I subject myself to the black community to where I could understand necessarily or whatever I'm lacking, like what would I be able to do in that instance? Because I personally feel like at
I
least
could
even
just
if
say from personal experience, from living in Texas and then moving back to New Orleans, it's a total culture difference. It's a total culture shock.
right.
We
So
were
if those are
used to,
black communities, so do you think that like where you moved back into Louisiana, do you know who runs those communities? Like, I don't know necessarily who's in like not necessarily office or anything like that, but if you guys live, so if we live in a predominant black community, right, and like when you move back to
yeah, we
Louisiana,
went to like not even necessarily wealthy spot, but it was, I could tell the difference between education, just outside living, just like community and environment, period. It was a huge difference.
right? So they say that in order for the system to work for us, we must build some economic structure in our communities.
That's
I'm
factual.
gonna get to both of those comments in a section in a second. I'm trying to understand though. Like I'm trying to understand.
But no, answer that
It's
question. We can
not
talk about this later.
which question. There's.
Yeah.
Okay, she said, "Do you believe that black people should mix race?" I don't think that it matters. I think as long as you raise good kids, it is what it is. But I have mixed children, so and then Bustaboo said, "In order for a system to work for us, we must build some economic structure inside of our communities." And I think that actually his comment actually kind of bounces off of yours, what you said a little bit, because I find it hard to understand how if a black community has majority black people, the voting and stuff goes through them, everything that they don't like, or even if the educational system, if we want the educational system to be better, all of that stuff would necessarily run through those black communities. So I don't understand how they're not getting better if in which I don't I'm not going to say that where we moved at in Texas wasn't predominantly white, but I don't know like how are these two communities doing worse than each other if this is a predominant white
It's generational too. Like, let's say we grew up with parents that would help us with our homework, that would make sure we was on our schoolwork, but that's because they were capable of doing it. I see a lot of people. I live in Baton Rouge now.
mm,
I see a lot of people where their parents wasn't able to help them with their homework, so it trickles down. They wasn't able to get the help at home. Now they're not able to help their kids at home, so it's like a trickling down of
right. So at what point?
um.
So then that just hypothetically speaking, like, do we just continue that forever? At some point in time, like
No, no,
how
no,
would you
no, no.
right?
I'm not
How would
saying that's
you
a good thing. I'm
right?
saying that's what needs like
But those are the
that's what
things that
needs
I
to
feel
be
like
fixed.
right. Those are the things I feel like
And
inside
I
of our.
see a
Go
lot
ahead.
of.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you did. I think that those are the things that we should, when we talk about black community, because Monique made a comment. She made a comment. She said, I don't know if you got to hear it or not. She said, this mindset is exactly the problem, which this is just a prompt. This is a question. Me personally, going off personal experience, that's the only thing that I can go off. I don't think that any of us can go off of whole world or whole world experience because all of us are going off personal experience, and that's also why I
Facts.
believe that most racist people are it's a character problem. Like, I mean, I've met genuinely personally, maybe because we grew up in Southern Texas, a lot of things that I've met or good people that I've met have happen to be white people. Now, is it overpopulated in Texas? Sure, but after that, I moved to Washington. I still I met Samoans. I met other black people. I think it's all a character thing, but I also think that once you become a certain age, you don't get to blame your childhood anymore for how you treat people. We all live in this world now where. Sorry, give me 1 second. We all live in this world now where you know how to treat people now. Like, I mean, even if you was taught the wrong thing. I think that now you as an adult, and I know that all people don't get this with age. Some people just lack maturity, but I think that you know the difference between right and wrong, even if some of those things weren't taught to you as a kid right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but I will say I feel like I will be a little more lenient on a black person than I would if any other person.
In what
I feel
sense?
like not even lenient, just more understanding.
In what sense though? Like, just
Like,
when it comes down to like systems and change, because
no, I mean like on a personal level. Like if I see a black person do something, I might not take it as offensive if I was to see like a white person do it.
but if you don't mind, like, but why? What? But just because of like you would assume
I
that.
think because
Mhm,
maybe I could understand black people a little more better than white people, even though I grew up around both of them.
mhm,
So I don't know how to really explain it.
mhm. But what I think more than
But that's why
anything,
I'm saying I might be a little biased.
no, and I think I can be too. I think, and I hate when people say don't be biased because you literally cannot not be biased about anything that you talk about. Everything that you talk about comes from personal experience and things that you saw. Unless you read a book about something, which I mean, and that's still a small percentage based on life experience. Everything that you go through in life will trump anything that you learn because you are literally living every single day. So I don't mind you being biased because number one, that's how we interact in the world. I know a lot of ignorant people that'll get on here and say horrible things about the black community, but I don't agree with that. I do agree about the fact that sometimes, in my personal opinion, that we talk a lot about some of the things that happen outside of our communities instead of trying to fix some of the things internally inside of our communities. And I think that once we start doing that, we'll have a much more of a leg to stand on when we say, hey, we're doing XYZ, like we're trying to get our kids like doing this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be, and we keep hitting this roadblock. We keep hitting this roadblock. We keep hitting this generational roadblock that needs to be tore down. But I don't see with things like and excuse me for saying this, but I don't see with things like reparations or with telling, you know what I'm saying, other races that it's their fault that we're in certain situations does for us as a whole, because I don't know
No, I don't
right, go
agree
ahead.
with necessarily blaming everything on white people because at the end
Mm.
of the day, we all wake up at the same. We all wake up at the every day to do the same thing. So everybody got 24 hours.
So let me read some of these
Now, do
comments
I
real quick. Go
agree
ahead.
that white people sometimes have a leg up? Yes, because I've seen it happen before. You know, I work in the service industry. So I've seen like different managers get put over other managers because simply of an aesthetic or a company wanting a certain clean look, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's true, and I don't want to take away from the fact that I don't think that there's evil people or non-racist people in the world. I think that there's people in every aspect of the world that are assholes, that are racist, that are this, that, and the third. Let me read some of these comments real quick. YMB said, "I don't believe so because we dilute the black culture, even though I'm mixed." Well, then you hate yourself.
The black
then.
culture will be diluted whether we have mixed children or not. People imitate black culture every day.
And then he also said, or she, sorry, and have mixed children that have all my facial features and hair, just not the skin color. I'm not really sure what your point in questions are, YMBA. You're a mixed person yourself, you know. So to say that you don't believe that black people should integrate with other races, you wouldn't exist. So I totally understand.
And
your
that's
point
not the
to a certain
topic at
degree.
hand.
Right? I totally understand your point to a certain degree, but I don't think it makes any sense. And I think it's a really I don't really like it. But this other guy said our issue is accountability for sure. And that's what I think. I think part of it is. I don't think that it's the main one. I think that part of it is. I think that a lot of times we make a lot of excuses for people that look like us sometimes. And it kind of boils down back to kind of what Naya said a little bit, because sometimes we can't understand the leg down that we have inside of certain communities sometimes. But I think that more than anything, what we should be doing is holding each other accountable. I want people that believe the same thing that I believe for the black community. I don't think that we have a leg down in life. I think that sometimes we don't apply ourselves, and then that might look like it, but at the same, and not in every situation, not in every one of them. Now, I've seen you do some things that another black person might say that they would never be able to do in life, and vice versa for me. Again, that's reverting back to personal experience, but I think that a lot of times growing up, before we even leave the house, I don't know if you was in here for this part of the podcast, but before we even leave the house, sometimes we're told, hey, before you walk out the door, like, hey, like they don't think that you shit, you ain't gonna be shit, like be on the lookout for that. And maybe they can present that in a better way, but I think that sometimes that automatically gives a child that absorbs most information that.
And that's what I was saying, going back to our upbringing.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Because every time I say something, it sounds like I'm cutting you off.
No, you good. Go ahead.
No, but that's what I was saying, going back to upbringing. We had parents that instilled stuff like that into us. A lot of people in the black community don't have that. They just know, they just seen their grandparents and their parents struggle, and they feel like that's the only thing they have.
Okay, so do you think that so what do you think is the difference in between, like, let's for instance say our mother, like I know that you say like their parents taught them. So if their parents taught them, then somebody inside of the black community that was prior to our mother had a vision or a view that you can go and do anything that you need to do. You can go and stand. Like,
and sometimes it's not even nobody prior. It could be you trying to just break those generational curses.
And I think that sometimes that a lot of times, and this is just a topic at hand, so excuse me when I say this, I think a lot of times that is inside of the black community we don't talk about. And I say this all the time. Generational wealth isn't built with money. Sometimes I might be the start of our generational wealth, and that might not even look like it by the time that I die. But what I instill in my kids, I hope that they, and all of them aren't perfect. Some kids deviate from what their parents teach them regardless of the fact. But I want my kids to be able to teach them stuff that they could teach their kids, that then turns into generational wealth down the road sometimes. And sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes I feel like as humans, we can be a little selfish and say, I don't see it for myself, so it's not happening. You know, but sometimes you got to be the person to put the wheels on the tire, put the engine in the car, and then your kids are going to drive it. And then by the time they get to the destination, their kids are going to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's my point and goal in speaking about it more than anything. It's not to tear down the black community. My Black Mirror segment is not to tear down the black community in any way, fashion, shape, or form. But I think that sometimes when we talk about stuff, we can get wrapped up in the emotions of it, that we don't look at the facts of the situation sometimes. But appreciate that. Now I'm gonna go ahead on and wrap this thing up, man. We did good. I appreciate you coming in here, man. Come in here anytime, man. Anything that we talking about, because it gives me somebody to be able to bounce conversation off. It's hard to do it by myself, but when you get some free time, definitely come hop in here with me, man. But I appreciate y'all that have came and kicked it with me. This is ADHD Radio, man. Y'all go follow that ADHD Radio page whenever you guys get a chance. And I appreciate y'all for coming and kick it with me. And I'll see y'all soon.